Airbnb supply madness. What is that and how do we overcome it? We're going to talk about it today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's show is brought to us by turnovercleaningtips.com. This is a website that partners house cleaners with Airbnb hosts. And so if you are an Airbnb host and you're looking for somebody to come help you flip the property, a property manager, any of those things, this is a place where you will find tips, ideas, strategies, and other people that you can connect with. Check it out at turnovercleaningtips.com. All right, on to today's show. We have a house cleaner who works for an Airbnb property, actually several, and she wrote in, and this is her email. She says, I'm a cleaner for multiple remote Airbnb hosts. How do I emphasize how important it is to have appropriate cleaning supplies on hand? The ones I prefer, not the ones they prefer. I've told them repeatedly what I need, but they stock it with whatever they prefer. And those are not the ones I use to clean, ever. And it's only ever me cleaning. I'm a solo cleaner on the small island of Puget Sound, and there's only one small store on it. There are no laundry services or big stores to get what I need. One of the houses I clean sleeps up to 20 guests with same-day turnovers. Please make a video that's solely for remote hosts and what is expected for them to supply. Even though I do get paid well, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of because of all the hassles that I have to deal with when it comes to maintenance of the home, and I have limited resources. Okay, well, you mentioned already that you're in Puget Sound on a remote island, and it's a remote property far away from everything else. So that in and of itself is a problem. If your Airbnb host were to run to the local store, you mentioned already they probably don't have what you need. So what that sounds to me like is an inventory issue that needs to be ordered from afar where they're shipped in on a regular basis. Okay, now that we've said that, we also are dealing with COVID. And so every house cleaner everywhere across the globe right now is running into a shortage of supplies. I know that personally we are on a 5-month back order for some of the popular supplies that we order. And these are reliable distributors that deliver next day delivery, okay? Always, except for the last 5 months. And our manufacturers deliver next day delivery, right? And they have not delivered the right products, and the products are out of stock and all of those things. The entire world has gone into a topsy-turvy of what needs to be created, and there are manufacturing plants that are producing 1 or 2 disinfectants around the clock. That is all they're producing right now. So yes, we are in an era where it is very hard to get the supplies that you need. All right, that said, we are also in an era where it is time to reinvent yourself. And so instead of being frustrated that you are the sole cleaner of all of these properties, this is a perfect opportunity for you to reinvent your business. And so with all hope and encouragement, I would like you to sit down and figure out what type of supplies you need for each of the individual properties that you use. Now, thank goodness for places like Amazon, we are allowed and able to order supplies and have them delivered, usually within a couple of days. And Amazon has really upped their game as far as working with manufacturers to get us some products, if not the exact product we're looking for, a close second substitute, okay? They're doing their very best. Okay, so right now, this would be a perfect opportunity to go back to each of your hosts and say for $30 more per cleaning or $50 more, whatever it's going to break out to be as far as the supplies you need and the laundry expenses and all of those things. Here's what I'm prepared to do. I'm prepared to reinvent the business so I will remove all of this hassle from you where you no longer have to worry about the inventory and the restocking and all of these things. Figure out exactly what it is you would like to offer them, add an attachment price to that so that you get paid and reimbursed for the extra stuff that you're buying, and also the fact that you are bringing it with you, okay? So it might be storage fees, it might be rental fees, it might be purchasing fees, inventory fees, I don't know what you're gonna call it, but it will be, I will take care of this for you. Now, the business owner would love nothing more than for somebody that's competent to come in and say, hey, listen, I'm gonna take care of these extra duties for you so that you have none of this work to do. You just focus on the listing, I'll do all the rest. Hey, wow, that's awesome. There's a price that comes with that, right? Many homeowners and many Airbnb hosts would gladly pay that price and just say, that's awesome, thank you, take care of it. And if you're the kind of person they know, like, and trust, and they know you've got this, and that's one of the things they are going to want to know. You've got this. Like, you're not going to show up and you're not going to have the right supplies, or you're not going to have it not restocked or whatever. They want to know that if you've got it, you've got it. But then this also removes a lot of pressure from you, because instead of you showing up and then wondering if you're going to have the right stuff, you know you've got it, right? So the only person this comes down to right now is you. And I love this because if you are responsible, this gives you the chance to really rise and shine and take some responsibility away from them for extra money. And then in exchange for that, you never run out of supplies. You do your own inventory. You make sure that you always have the cleaning supplies that you prefer and that they're always on hand and in stock. And so I love this opportunity because right now, during this time of there's already an issue, and as much as you are feeling it, the host is probably also feeling it. They're probably embarrassed that there they are left scrambling, trying to run to this little local market, and there aren't the right supplies that you need. And because they didn't know that you needed these in advance, they didn't order them and they're not there, and it just gets weird and awkward, and that raises the pressure and noise in their lives. And so if you can lower that and remove that from them, say, hey, I got this, all of a sudden that is huge, right? As a business owner to say, wow, I have somebody that I can totally count on, that removes so much pressure. So now is the time to reinvent yourself. Now is the time to repackage the deals that you have. So if you like doing the Airbnb, and if you like being the business owner, and if you like being the person that's in charge that does the inventory and chooses the supplies that you want, this is a perfect opportunity to resell your services so they never look back. And from here moving forward, it becomes a really smooth, seamless transition for them, for which they just write a check, boom, and it's done. All right, so that would be my solution. Reinvent your offer to them, because right now what you're doing is not working for you. And my guess is it's not working for the host either. So if there's stress and pressure from you, they're probably feeling it, and maybe even the guests are probably feeling it. So when you remove all of that, this just becomes a more enjoyable stay for the guests and for your host and for you. I know, I love it, right? Okay, if you found this helpful, please pass it on to a friend. If we've earned your subscription, please subscribe. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.